Las Vegas is located in Nevada, and with it having over 41 million people visit every year, it is easy to see why there are so many great, but also petrified attractions. However, today we're going to count down the top 10 rides at Vegas. Starting off at number 10, we have FlyOver Las Vegas. And no matter whether you want to get a bird's eye view across some of America's southwest most iconic locations, or just do not want to spend a fortune on a helicopter ride, then this flying theatre is just for you. Similar to such attractions at soaring over at the Disney parks, as soon as you have decided whether you are going to fly over Iceland or the real Wild West, you will take off into the sky, and through the use of flight motion seats, wraparound screens, as well as mist, wind and smell sensors, you will feel immersed in the storyline, and therefore there is no doubt in my mind that this is a must do on your visit. Get your sick bags ready, as for our number 9 spot we have Adventure Dome's Chaos. And if you couldn't have guessed by the name, this ride is not for the faint-hearted, as in a nutshell, once you and up to 35 others have boarded your seats, the ride will begin to spin faster and faster and faster, as well as tilting to a 70-degree angle. Although it does not stop there, as whilst all of this is happening, your car can also flip completely upside down, and trust me when I say, this is an experience that you, as well as your stomach, will never forget. Staying in Adventure Dome though, for our number 8 position we have Sling Shot, and believe it or not, this is not actually a slingshot ride, but instead your classic shot tower. And therefore, before we do begin to talk about the ride itself, with this ride being very common, as well as Las Vegas having some way better drop towers, if you are heading to the city on a busy day, then we would suggest trying the more unique rides first. Nevertheless, if you do get a chance to ride, you will definitely not be disappointed, with you being able to be shot up to 100 feet in the air before plummeting back down, causing even the biggest thrill seekers in the group to put their hands in the air. For our number 7 spot on our top 10 list, we have Inverter, and it has taken the word upside down to the next level, as unlike your normal flat ride, which you may go upside down for like 20% of the overall duration, once you have boarded Inverter, both your car will rotate upside down as well as the giant arm, causing you to spend as much time the right way up than you do upside down. How cool is that? But we are still not at the best part yet, as you do all of this ride both forwards as well as backwards too, and you do not need to be a rocket scientist to know that is very, very intense. If you are scared of heights, then skip to number 5, as at our number 6 spot we have Big Shot, and standing at a whopping 1,081 feet above the Vegas Strip, this is definitely not for the faint of heart, but nor is it your normal drop tower either, as not only is it situated on top of a skyscraper, which is scary in itself, but once you have taken your seat, you'll be shot up to the top at a speed of 43 miles per hour, get one of the best views ever, and then drop back down again, all before bouncing up and down. So yeah, this is 100% a ride for the thrill seekers out there, but also a ride that a Las Vegas trip would not be complete without. Top 5, and coming in for this position, as well as our first roller coaster on the list, we have Canyon Blaster, which despite being the oldest ride on the list with it opening all the way back in 1993, it is sure sweet. Situated within the once again Adventure Dome, from the moment you see this attraction, you will want to ride, and you should definitely do just that, as with it featuring 2 loops, a double corkscrew, as well as many classic aerodynamics, twists and turns, all within the dome. I promise you that you will have an amazing time on Canyon Blaster. It is time for our final and personal favourite ride in Circus Circus Adventure Dome. As for our number 4 spot, we have El Loco. And where do I begin when talking about this ride? As it definitely is not your typical coaster. Spanning across a total of 1,300 foot of track, from the moment you see this ride with all of these random elements, it just looks incredible. But wow, does on ride not disappoint either, with you and up to 3 others being able to board a car, which will not only head around all of this with the bonkers layout consisting of, and get ready for it, lateral G turns, 90 degree drops, 45 degree bank turns, donut roll, 180 degree turns, bank roll, reverse, 240 degree roll, and an inverted drop, but you also have onboard audio throughout. So yeah, this ride is plain down awesome. Here we are at the top 3 rides at Las Vegas, and for this position things are starting to get a little bit taller, as we have Insanity, and trust me when I say the name does not lie. Situated on top of the stratosphere, before we even get onto the attraction itself, you will be standing at a whopping 900 feet high. But unfortunately for you faint-hearted people out there, it does not stop there, because as soon as you have taken your seat, you will be taken 64 feet off the edge of the skyscraper to then spin around in circles and also get tilted forwards to 70 degrees, creating, as I can guarantee you, one of the most scariest experiences that you have ever had. Just make sure not to look down. Between number 2 and 1, it was tough. However, after a lot, and I mean a lot of consideration, we have decided to put the one and only X-Scream at the number 2 spot. And oh my god, when I say this is the most intense ride ever created, I definitely mean it. Featured all across the internet, if you have not already seen this petrifying ride before, I would be shocked. But basically, once you have boarded, and for the scariest experience, we would definitely recommend the front row. You will slide up and down along the track with the front of the car literally going off the edge at 900 feet. So if that does not make you petrified, I honestly do not know what will. The question is though, would you brave it? Comment down below. We have made it to the number 1 spot, and in our opinion the best ride at Las Vegas. We have got no other than the Big Apple Coaster, and no matter whether you are going to Las Vegas for the rides or not, you have got to give this roller coaster a go, as it really has got everything. Themed towards, believe it or not, New York, with it having the really awesome taxi car and blending into the New York hotel behind. This attraction is already fantastic, and on ride is just 10 times better, with its incredibly fun drops, airtime hills, inversions, helixes, twists, turns, and so much more, all down the Las Vegas Strip. And therefore we think it is very easy to see why this is the best ride at Vegas. Thank you all for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.